Hi guys, hello. Am I late today? Hello guys, welcome to today on Princess Anu TV. Today is going to be like a chit chat. We are going to be talking mainly about aviation news generally. So just aviation news. So if you're new here, this is Princess Anu TV. We talk about aviation, motivation and adventure. Basically that's what we talk about on this channel. So I just wanted to have a chit chat with you guys. Hi Kiran Root, what's up? Natty Bruce Baffo, guys, welcome. See, today is going to be a chat. Captain Mad, welcome. Sahi, welcome. You guys are the best. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. Very important. So guys, what is the latest news you've been hearing? Hi Sahi, I appreciate your presence. Fumilade, welcome guys. Let's gist, let's talk. Today is a talking day. What are the gists you've been hearing concerning aviation? Let's know. Let's discuss about it. Seriously. Okay, let me give you guys one gist while I wait for your own gist. Hi, Slim Pilot is here. Welcome on board. Nice having you here today. Thank you so much for joining me. Please, let's gist, guys. What have you been hearing concerning aviation? Well, let me give you guys one gist concerning Nigeria flight school, or like NCAT and all that. NCAT has actually started, and they started the online classes. That's basically what's happening right now. Like, they started online classes, and for people that are doing ground school, or maybe engineering students, the flight dispatchers, which other students are having, just people that basically do groundwork are currently doing their classes. So it's like flight school is still on, but basically not for pilots. For pilots too are among, anyways, people that are still doing their ground stuff. So guys, I would like to hear from you. What has been happening? What gist have you been hearing? Why I give you guys other gist? Hi Nashat Nawa, welcome. It's been long. Where have you been? Seriously, you've been missing up on the live stream. Abubakar Sadiq, welcome. Guys, don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know, Slim Pilot, the researcher of I'll call him the researcher of the month, or the researcher of the year. Like, he's always going online. He's always checking out aviation business, aviation news, aviation this. So guys, gist me. Today is a gisting day. Basically, I didn't come to like inspire and tell you this, that, and all that. I came to like gist with you guys. What have you been hearing concerning aviation generally in the world, aviation in Nigeria, airline business and all that? So I just give you guys one news. Basically, flight schools are still going on, and I think one of my friends also I think she's in the US. I think she's in the US. Aviation industry, they suffer. Sadiq, explain to us better. What are you seeing? You say aviation industry, they suffer. What are you actually seeing that you think is making the aviation industry to like go down? What is, because I know Ghana, I saw this airline, that's African World Aviation, something like that. They are currently flying, but if you check inside the aircraft, they are doing social distancing. Hi Olumide, good dawn, welcome on board. You guys should gist me. What have you been hearing concerning aviation gist generally? So I was talking about this hour, this airline. I think the short form of it is AWA. That's A Alpha Whiskey Alpha. Hi, you Edo Timothy, I'm fine. Tell me, what have you been hearing concerning aviation? Okay, different airlines are laying off their pilots in 100. It's really scary. I'm not lying. I saw a WhatsApp gist, and I was seeing different like airlines. The person just compiled the whole thing. This airline sacked about 4,000 pilots. This airline, but I don't just like to. Yeah, African World Airline, thank you so much. They started flying persons, just that they are observing like social distancing inside the aircraft. So one person sits, nobody sits at the middle, then another person sits, just like that. So I think personally the airline industry is like coming back a little bit. They are like springing up, and since we have that Premier League and like we know football matches and all that is going to be starting June 1st. So I think because it's going to be starting, there's hope, you know. Olumide heard some airlines are scrapping their A380s and Boeing 737. Wow, wow, wow. The truth is that it might not be economical for them now, especially if they lease the aircraft. You know that if there are aircraft that they leased, imagine you with a leased aircraft. That means like you borrowed a book or something for a particular time and you're not using it for that time. Obviously you will just have to do away with it because you're incurring costs, you're paying for insurance, you're paying for maintenance and all that. So it's I think for now that's what they would do. But what do you guys see? Is there, after now, is there like kind of like hope, or how do you see this whole thing going? Welcome guys, I can see more persons are joining. If you're new here, we are having our live streams like regularly. Hi Bushal, is airline interview that is hard as listening from the other pilots? Is airline interview that hard as listening from the, okay, airline interview, I'm going to tell you, I've only attended one interview in aviation, like aviation setting, and that's the NCAT evaluation exam interview, and it was kind of like a little bit dicey. But the thing is that they want to see your confidence level, so I don't really know how it's going to be in the airline pattern if they want to admit. I think the airline might be asking mainly knowledge. Your knowledge base has to be strong. I think that would be the main thing. Obo Wisdom, welcome on board. Your knowledge base has to be strong, and that's for the airline. And I've watched some videos too, some pilots talking about their airline interview and all that. They always say you have to know like the basics, like all those fundamental things they taught you in aerodynamics, and so you have to keep reading, keep yourself current. But I don't think it's that so difficult. Obviously the things, most of the things you will do, you will still learn them in the line. Like I said, I've not done like an airline interview before, so I cannot like fully tell you this is this and that's what you're going to be, you know, getting. So okay, I'm trying to read this other. Natty Bruce, yeah, the Lufthansa laid off their 6 A380s. Is it that Lufthansa laid off, as in, is it that they kept the aircraft grounded, or they gave it out back, or they like gave it back to the leaser, that's the person that leased them the aircraft, or what happened to the aircraft? When you mean like they gave? Mary Samuel, welcome on board. We are gisting about aviation news today, just talking basically on everything happening in aviation. You know, we are trying to like encourage ourselves, know what's up, so that it will like help us. Obo Wisdom, welcome. You can leave your contributions too. So okay, so what happens to those pilots type rated for those aircrafts? That's another thing. That's another thing, guys. Seriously, imagine, okay, let's give for instance, imagine the Boeing 737 Max, the Boeing 7, is it 737 Max now? Yeah, you know that aircraft, the Max, and it was having crashes, and obviously for now it has not yet like come back online, and obviously you can see that there are pilots that did type ratings on that aircraft. So it's just like saying your money is on hold, or your money is like somewhere. Imagine spending so much money doing a rating like on a particular aircraft, and you don't get to fly the aircraft, or you don't even get to see the aircraft. Like seriously, it can be so annoying. I'll tell you truthfully, it can be so annoying, and it doesn't like make sense. So most of those airliners, they are trying to save costs, and like, you know, the airline business is about saving costs. Max sites, no, you're forgiving. Don't just forget to give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, let all of us contribute concerning what's happening in aviation, because like, you know, I'm at home, you guys are at home, so we have to keep ourselves current, and it's based on what you share with me that I can know, okay, this is what's happening, based on what, you know, I can share with you based on what I've heard or read, that we can flow through. So guys, let's keep our comments coming. Okay, now, as in they won't fly, are you serious? Like Lufthansa said they are not going to fly their A380 again. Well, well, maybe for now we are not going to like put that off completely. We are not going to put that off completely because things change. That's the truth. The thing is that now, since business is not that good, they might not be flying it for now, but the truth is that things will change, things will come back to normal, and maybe let's give the world like fairly Let's give the world. And how many years should we give the world, guys? Tell me how many years. Hi, Anibola Bayomi. Welcome on board. We are gisting about aviation news. Every single thing concerning aviation. Contribute. Tell us what's up. The thing is, let's give the world like 5 to 7 years. I think everything will come back to normal, because traveling is part of life. It's either you use the road, it's either you use the railway, which is the road, or you use it's either you use the road, or you use, what else can you use, or you use aircraft usually, or you use the sea. Any of these methods are part of traveling. So I think let's give the world like 5 to 7 years. Everything will like come back a little bit to normal. Smash Smile. Wow, that name is quite cool. Smash Smile. Yeah, in my country we don't have airline. Okay, an airline squad. I really want to be a pilot. Can you help find out about scholarship? Okay, what, Smash Smile, what country are you in? I would like to know the country you are in, so that we know that if we have anybody in this community that is also in your country, maybe the person can give you some advice, some info and all that concerning how to go about scholarships, concerning how to go about training and all that. So I would like to know what country basically are you in now. So it will really help us know how to help you. Adebola Bayami, you can leave your contributions to Bashi. Which aircraft are you flying latest? Okay, currently I'm flying the DA-42. Like I said, before the school closed, before we basically went home for holidays, or will I say the pandemic break, because this is not the kind of holiday that you want at this time. I was flying the DA-42, but I've also flown the B-58, I've also flown the TB-9, I've flown the TB-20, and all these aircrafts are nice, just that they are a little bit small. They are smaller, but the B-58 is kind of like a caravan aircraft. It can take how many passengers? Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the B-58 can take up to like 8 passengers or even more. Yeah, I think it can take up to like 8. So I've flown this aircraft basically. Not like I've done the ground school, type ratings for them and all that. But we still grow, we'll still keep growing, we'll still keep learning new things and all that. So, and guys, during this period, even as they are laying off people, I also know that they'll be needing people to also take care of their aircrafts. So if you're an engineer, or if you're an engineering student and all that, you can find ways to also apply to all these aviation firms. There's still a possibility of getting a job during this period. Seriously, there's still a possibility. Let's not just rule everything out and say, okay, because the world or the whole nation is not doing well, then therefore we just throw all our hopes away. Natty Bruce, I read on Simple Flying that the CEO of Emirates, Tim Clark, said the era of A380 and 747 is over. Well, from what magazine? Was it a press conference that he had that, or was it a magazine, or was it like on his Instagram page or news? What's your source of this news? It could be anyways that the time to use those bigger aircrafts are kind of over, because there are a lot of things you have to consider. You have to consider influx of passengers. You have to consider all these things are like put into the airline business. You have to consider passengers, you have to consider availability of people around the area, you have to consider the airports that those kind of aircraft can land, because not every aircraft can land in every airport. Like now, let me use Zaria Aerodrome as an example. In Zaria Aerodrome, it's not any aircraft. Like the Boeing 737 obviously cannot land on the Zaria Aerodrome or the Zaria Airport. This because of the runway length and the runway I think depth or so. All runways and all airports, they have their runway dimensions, and before you go there, that's why you see, even during emergencies, when pilots are trying to sort out the issue on board, you see that they keep looking. They ask, okay, can our aircraft actually fly there? Can our aircraft go there? Is this something that, is it a place we can land? Do they have aids? Do they have measures that we can use to, like, maybe do they have their people there that they can walk quickly on the aircraft so that they move? It's not just anywhere. that you can land any aircraft basically. So I think those are the things. I don't think there's any airports currently in Nigeria. I don't know. I've not done a research, but I don't think there's any airport in Nigeria that can actually take the A380. Or if there is, maybe we'll be talking about Abuja or Lagos, or I really don't know. But I think any of them. If not, we don't have those big, like large. So the A380 cannot just land anywhere basically. But like, you know, we have like the 777. I think Air Peace uses the 777, and they're really doing good with that. And we have several other airlines, you know, they are doing great. So it just depends on what they want. It depends on what they want to achieve at this certain time of their it depends on how they are looking at it. That's what I'm going to say. Depends on how they are looking at it. Olumide Gordon, can you use your CPL license abroad? I'm thinking of training here in Nigeria and applying for a job abroad. Yes, the CPL is the CPL, but the thing is that there are some places they ask for basically EASA license. And there are some places, that's the European, you know, license. There are some places they ask for basically FAA. Christiana Olukani, welcome. First time I'm seeing this name. If you've not subscribed, do me a favor, click on the subscribe button and don't forget to like this video. Very important. Nice having you. We do this live streams by God's grace every 5 p.m. Bariaya, you're late. Satali, you're late, but it's fine. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. So I was talking about the CPL license. You can actually use the CPL license in any country. The only thing is that you will have to write their LO exam or exam required of them. Like every country has their laws and regulations. If you want to do a license conversion, it can be called a license conversion. You will have to convert to maybe like get a UAE permit or like a UAE license to like fly in their country, and it's an ICAO license you're getting in Nigeria. So ICAO license is accepted all over the world, at least in majority of the places. Some places they will still ask for EASA, so it all depends. Hi, I believe. Oh, thank you so much, Olukani. You said you subscribed. I appreciate that. I believe. Welcome on board. So there are a lot of pilots that train here in Nigeria, and they also they fly abroad. Can you tell about full details till type rating in one video? Maybe I'm going to do like a live stream, then we talk about it, like everything. But I've not done my type rating to work in an airline yet, so I might not be able to give you that information. But I can tell you basically from before you come into flight school, then your process through flight school, and till like you graduate. That's what I am very sure of, that I can like give you information as at now. As I go on, I will also deliver those informations to you, how you can do your type rating, cheap countries that you can go to, because I've asked some of these things for my colleagues, but I don't want to tell you based on hearsay. I want to tell you based on my own experience as much as possible. Like when I go there, when I have this experience, then I can be in the best position to like explain to you. Maybe at that time you might really comprehend based on, I'll be telling you based on from personal experience. So I think it's better that way. So guys, very soon, it's no longer far, so let's hope for the best at all times, because this whole thing will soon be over, don't worry. So guys, contribute. What have you been hearing concerning aviation news generally in the world, in your country, in your state? And there's also another thing. If you check now, currently you can see that they are evacuating persons. Am I going to use the word evacuating persons? I don't know whether it's the right word to say they are evacuating persons, but what I'm trying to say is that many countries are going to take their citizens from other countries. Like I saw on the news, Nigeria is going to pick like their citizens from like the US, from Canada, you know, like all those places around, so that they come back home. Because maybe due to, I really don't know the reasons, but a lot of people are doing a lot of things. Okay, thank you so much. Repatriation of their citizens. Thank you so much for that word. Thank you so much. You're going to take them back, you know, to their various countries. Hadibola Bayomi, you say Emirates already opened scheduled flights to, I think, 8 countries, including the UK. things are going back to normal. It might take a while, but airlines are starting operations. Good news. Thank you so much for this information. Wow, I didn't even know that Emirates, they are opening up their scheduled flights again. That is awesome. And if you see, people are still flying. You get, guys, because a lot of persons are kind of like losing hope, thinking about it that, oh my god, this one that people are no longer flying, what am I going to do? And it seems like I just saw like a highlight now that Delta is recruiting. Could it be true? Could it be wrong? I really don't know, but guys, you can check that out. Delta Airlines seems like they are recruiting. I just saw like a highlight on that now from Twitter. Anyways, you can check that out. Olumide, I feel training in Nigeria is very limited because apart from Airpeace 777s, I have not heard of any other Nigerian airline buying aircrafts like A320s. How can you get type ratings on a more complex aircraft by training in Nigeria? The truth is, training in Nigeria for now, you're going to only be looking at the basic, like you're going to only be looking at the fundamentals. I mean, flight training. After your flight training, if you want to do your type rating, you would definitely have to go outside the country. That one is not even negotiable, because the reason why you have to go outside Nigeria to do your type rating is because Nigeria doesn't have any large type rating facility. But NCAT, actually, if you check on the news, you'll see that they said they are bringing in 737NG. That's the simulator for the 737NG, but we really don't know how that's going to be for now, because we've not yet seen it in the country. Until we see it in the country, we can't say that, okay, this will, but at least we know that they've paid for it based on what we saw online. They paid for the 737NG, and so it's going to be coming very, very soon. So if it comes, so at least we'll be sure that we are going to be able to do the type rating for the 737NG in Nigeria. But when you talk about other aircrafts like the A320, like I even heard like an aircraft like the A380, you need a special permit or so before you can do that type rating. Not just anybody. In fact, a company will have to be the one to send you. They need to know where that type rating is coming from. It's not just, okay, just like the way, let me use this example, just like the way I can go on my own to like do a type rating for Boeing 737, like that. There are some type ratings you can't just go and do like that on your own. A company needs to send you. A company needs to send you. You can't just go on your own like that. And if that company doesn't send you, you forget about that type rating. So that's how it is. But you know, other smaller aircraft or other most rampant aircrafts, you can go on your own and do the type rating by yourself. So majority of the type ratings, even if you train in Nigeria, you can't do them in Nigeria. So these are some things you need to start explaining to your parents, to your guardians, to the persons that will be training you and taking care of your flights, that will take care of your flight training generally, or your career path towards becoming an airline pilot. Because if they don't know about these things, they will feel that if you just pay for the flight training, which is maybe some millions, like maybe let's assume that it's like 10 or 12 million, maybe if it's around that range, they will just assume if they pay this 12 million or if they pay this 10 million, that's all. Meanwhile, it's more than that. If they pay that 10 million or 12 million, you will still need to do a type rating that might cost you up to like another 5 million or 7 million. And I even heard that you know, we are talking about aviation news, aviation gist, guys. So we are just picking things randomly, so you can gist me of the things you've learned. I'm also telling you of some of the things that I know, you know, so that we can balance it. I also heard, Madisa, it's fine. Thanks so much for coming. I really appreciate. Don't forget that you have to like contribute. Let's know what's up. Let's know what you think. What have you been hearing concerning aviation everywhere? You know, that's what we're discussing basically. I also heard, guys, as I was about saying, I also heard that the 737 is one of the cheapest type ratings you can do. Like, it's the cheapest, because I heard that the simulator is everywhere. Like most of the countries, like everywhere. So the more limited a simulator, that's a a type rating simulator for an aircraft is, the more expensive it's going to be. Like if you know, okay, you can only get an A380 simulator maybe in Paris or maybe in Tunisia. I'm just using these countries for example. I really don't know if you can get, or maybe in UAE, you know, all those things, or maybe only in the US. It will because a lot of persons will be coming for the type rating, and so the cost is going to be higher. But a place where you have a lot of simulators, because if you, I think the 737, you basically have the simulators like almost everywhere, and so you're going to be really like getting a lot of persons doing it, and a lot of persons also coming for it, so it's going to be like cheaper. It's going to be really cheaper. So I think the 737 is the cheapest. It's the cheapest you can do. That's that's what I'm trying to say. It's the cheapest you can do. And so if you're planning your aviation stuff, I'm going to advise you, do well to plan the money. Tell the persons that are going to be training you that after this flight training, oh ma, sir, mommy, daddy, uncle, auntie, and all that, this is not all. There's still more to come. There's still a lot. They will still have to pay money for you to go outside Nigeria to do your type rating. And after doing your type rating, some companies even require you to pay money to them for you to get a job. And now that the stakes are high, like you know, just like we've all been discussing, they are laying off people in other places. Some places they're taking people, so you know the stakes are high. BAFO read that Delta Airlines will retire all 18 of their Boeing 777 by the end of this year. Well, let's hope that that don't happen, because it's not going to be a good thing for the pilots on the aircraft. It's not also going to be a good thing for generally like the world. Seriously, I think we are really facing it like hard, guys. Let's be, you know, it comes to a time that we have to be I'm going to say we have to be sincere with ourselves. It's not going to be easy, and so we have to struggle to be the best. That even if we are the best, we know that anywhere we find ourselves, we have to do our best. Because if you check out the people that they are going to be like taking in and taking out, you know, it's going to be up and down. If you peradventure have a company and you have some persons that are nonchalant with their job, you know that if they are kind of like taking people away, those are going to be the first persons they are going to like push away, because they feel this person is not adding to the company, or even what this person is adding, we don't know. So guys, I'm just saying, anywhere we find ourselves, let's just be the best, and no matter what's happening in the world, we will overcome, guys. We will. My D's but then don't the government's sponsorship cover the entire cost of the flying, including type rating and all? No, most of the time. I'm going to say most of the time, because I've actually seen a lady that even after they paid for her training, they also paid for her type rating, or they also offered to pay for her type rating. I've seen someone like that here in Nigeria. I'm not talking, I really don't know much about all the persons that really go abroad and all that, but I'm talking about Nigeria. I've seen persons that pass through that, and they also cover the type rating. But this doesn't happen every time, because nobody knows the type of type rating you want to do. Like I said, Boeing 737 is one of the cheapest. There are other type ratings that are really expensive, and it depends on the company you're going to. If you go and do a type rating of Boeing 737 that you feel is cheap, and the company that employs you is flying an A320, what's going to happen? That's kind of like a loss. That's going to be a loss. That's what I'm trying to say. It's going to be a loss. But you have to do a type rating in accordance to the company or the aircraft that you're flying. So just that you're starting your type rating, the person sponsoring you will not know what company is she going into, except people that do cadet programs. When you do a cadet program, the company that's training you already knows that when you're done with your training, you're going to come and fly this particular aircraft, because that's what they are training you on, for this particular aircraft. That's why sometimes the cadet training is kind of like, I'm going to say, especially in our world of today, the cadet training is something that I would advise anybody to take up, because just like we are seeing now, they are sacking people and all that, and they are saying go home and rest or retire and all that. People that they've spent so much money on, they will not just throw them away like that. Even if some of them, they are actually doing that, but they will not just throw them away like that, because they spend so much, like millions, they've spent millions on them, at least thousands of dollars they've spent on them, and these are things we need to consider. That's what I'm trying to say. There are things that they consider, so they will not just throw them like that. So if you have an opportunity to get a cadet program, it's our advice, you can go for it if you don't have the money to sponsor yourself. But if you have the money to sponsor yourself, sometimes it's better to leave all those bond, but it gives you enough direction to know where you're going to, because like those people that did the cadet program, they know that okay, the company that sponsored them is flying, let's say, an A380 or an A320, or is flying a Boeing 777. So they know, and immediately if they are finishing, they are going to fly a Boeing 737. So it just depends, guys. It really depends. Hi, I am Abim from Karela. My dream is to become a pilot. Good luck, guy. It's very important. If that's your dream, give it your best, and it's going to come to pass. That's what we always hope for here. Look for sponsorships, look for scholarships. Check first and foremost, always check from your country, because a lot of people make mistakes. They want to start looking for scholarships from other countries instead of starting from their country. I tried to make that mistake too when I was starting out. I was going online checking for sponsorships and scholarships from like US and all that, and I discovered that most of the scholarships and sponsorships that US and UK and all these people have are sponsorships and scholarships that are for their persons. They will tell you, are you a citizen? Even UAE, they sponsor a lot, but they mainly look at their citizens. Qatar sponsors their program. They do all these things, and it's for their citizens. So I'm going to advise, start from your country. Check out for sponsorships and scholarships for your own country, so that you know what are the requirements, you work towards it and you get it. That's what I made that mistake initially. I started looking for, in fact, I had a lot of links. That I wrote down, that okay, I'll check out this link, and on the long run, they didn't help me, because they were mainly for the citizens of that country. So I'm going to advise, if you're looking for a sponsorship, a scholarship, always start from your country. Then if you don't get it from your country, you can now look at other countries and see if it's possible. Welcome, guys. I can see more persons are joining. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. Very important. Share with your friends. Let us all join in the conversation. It's very important that we know this aviation news and what's happening, you know, in the airlines and all that. Madiza, before COVID-19 starts showed that in future there will be shortage of pilots. Okay, yes, that's the truth. It actually showed that there will be shortage of pilots. Do you think after this pandemic it will remain the same? Like I was saying before, we have to like give aviation about 5 to 7 years to like come back. Guys, if you're hearing me, let me know, because it seems like my network is beginning to shake. If you're hearing me, I would like to know. And if you're seeing me too, very important, I would like to know, so that I'll be sure that the network is not shaking on your end too, because sometimes it kind of like fluctuates on my end, but it doesn't on your end. So guys, as I was explaining, the truth is that before the pandemic, it actually showed that we'll have shortage of pilots all over the world and all that. And also it's showing now nobody is sure of what's going to happen, but I can tell you that in the next 5 to 7 years, I think everything will likely come back to normal. And what I'm saying everything will come back to normal is because yes, the truth is that people are actually dying, people are facing one issue or the other, which is very painful and very sad. But on the other hand, people are, thank you so much, I'm happy you can hear me and see me. People are also strategizing, and because people are strategizing, we are sure that things will kind of come back to normal. Because you know, for every situation, for every issue and all that comes up, it's a survival strategy. That's what I'm going to say. It's kind of like a survival strategy. People face issues, and they look at it and like they come to like move around. People are looking for better ways to like have comfort, because you know aviation basically offers two things: safety and they help you buy time. That's what I'm getting. Aviation offers safety and they help you buy time. So like we know the way people still need flying to be able to buy time. Like if I want to go to the US today, I cannot take a cab to the US. If I want to go to Dubai today, I cannot take a cab to go to Dubai. I still have to fly. It's something that we can't like push away around the corner. You still must fly. So the thing is, it's going to bounce back. That's what I'm going to say. Welcome guys. I can see more persons are joining. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. Very, very important. And let me know what you think concerning aviation currently, what's happening, how you are battling with the situation, how you think your country is battling with the situation. Basically that's what I'm going to say. That is good. So Olumide Gordon, so I employed. Okay, sorry, I was reading that. So are you saying it's better not to do a type rating until you get employed? Is having your type rating a requirement for employment? Okay, I'm going to be sincere and telling you this. Most of the persons, when I mean most of the persons, I'm talking about senior colleagues and friends in aviation that I've asked some of these questions that you're asking me now. What I got to discover is that basically, how am I going to put it now? If you want to get a job and you know a job is available and you can take that risk to get a type rating, that's pay the money, because a type rating expires. That's another thing you guys don't know. Now let me tell you, if you get a type rating, it's not like when you become a pilot, you're a pilot for life. I've said this before in one of my videos and I still say it again. When you get your license as a pilot, you're a pilot for life. The tag is not taken off you. But when you get a type rating, it expires. There are some type ratings that stay for like 6 months. There are some type ratings that maybe are a little bit more than that. Let me say 12 months or just around that. But they expire. So if you want to get a type rating, you need to be sure that if I get a type rating, will I get a job within the amount of months that I'm looking at before my type rating actually expires? Because it's going to be like a waste of money. Or it's going to become like a waste of money. Because if you want to do a refresher again for that type rating, you're going to pay like almost like half of the money you paid for the type rating. So imagine, let me give you a practical scenario, an instance. If you're doing a type rating and you pay let's say 6 million. Let me use something very simple. You pay 6 million to do a type rating and it expires maybe after like 6 months. If you want to do a refresher, you might likely be paying something like 3 million or 4 million to like do a refresher. So if you're getting me, let me know that you're getting me. Comments, let me see your comment, guys. Let me know that you're understanding what I'm saying, because it's very, very important that we get this right. So I'm not categorically saying that you must have a type rating before you go get a job, but it's best if they are giving a job and they say go get a type rating, at least based on the instructions and feedbacks I've gotten from my colleagues, my senior colleagues. They always say it's best to like get a job, then they say go get a type rating. But some people also say to secure your space, it's better to also get a type rating, then you come and look for a job, and the job will always be available if you have a type rating. So it depends on how much risk you can afford to take. That's what I'm going to use. How much risk do you want to take concerning your flying journey? Do you want to take the risk of going to get the type rating, then later, you know, looking for a job, or you want to wait till like get a job before you get a type rating? So it depends. I hope you got me. Anyways, it depends, guys. Let me check out these messages also. Guys, we talk about it, you know, we make references, we discuss about it, we talk about it, we make references to what's happening around our environment, how we can accommodate, you know, the situations around. So just let me know what you think about all these things, and I'm happy for this kind of questions. You guys are asking really realistic questions today, and it's really good. It's really good because someone that has a direction will not, obviously, not miss it, not miss out. And don't forget, if you're new here and you've not subscribed, subscribe. Also give this video a thumbs up. Very, very important. Why can't airlines use their A380s as freighters in this time of the pandemic? After all, they can use it to cope with the situation. It depends. It depends. I'm going to say that flying passengers is different from flying cargo. That's my take on that. Flying passengers is different from flying cargo. There are a lot of factors. See, flying is not just anyhow. Just like I'm going to say, it's not just like the way you take a cab and you remove the seats from the cab. Thank you so much, Adebola Bayomi. I appreciate. It's not like the way you take a cab and you remove the seats from the cab and you just put things inside. Then when you're ready, you just put the seats back. There are a lot of things you have to consider. Can your aircraft accommodate these goods? Do you have cages? Like, I don't know if you watch Nat Geo Wide, the Discovery Channel and all that, you're going to see that when they are carrying animals, or when they are carrying, depending on the kind of cargo they are carrying, you're going to see that they put the animals and everything in a cage before they like take them into the aircraft. You know why? Some of the reasons why they do this is because of stability. You cannot just leave live objects moving all about the aircraft. It's going to distort the aerodynamics. Yeah, it's going to distort the aerodynamics. It's going to change the CG limits of the aircraft. It's going to move. You know, sometimes if you've really done this aerodynamics, they talk about aft limits, the aft limit and the forward limit of the aircraft, and it's going to change. If things are just moving anyhow in the aircraft, it's going to change. So there are a lot of things they have to consider before converting their aircrafts for passengers to a freight pattern. So sorry guys for that break. I had just like a little break there, sorry. So as I was saying, they do things like they do things sequentially. They don't just do things anyhow. They don't just say today they are going to change and start carrying cargo. They are things they have to do, and I don't know, maybe license to be a cargo carrier too will also depend. So before they can make that decision, they need to count their costs, they need to count their losses, they need to know how is it going to favor the company, how is it going to favor them, how are they going to go about these things. Guys, it's very, very important. You know, the flying business is not an anyhow it's not an anyhow business. Thank you so much, Baf, for Nat Bruce, for that contribution. All factor, I am an Indian, no countries didn't offer. I don't get that. Okay, no countries didn't offer international students. All factor, I really don't get what you're saying. I don't sponsor people for now, if that's what you're asking. I'm still a student pilot, for goodness sake. I'm still on that training. So let me just clarify that. Thank you, Adebola Bayomi. Sahi, what will happen to the 747 and A380s? Will they fly again? Seriously, I don't know. Like somebody said earlier on during the chat that Lufthansa is actually keeping their aircrafts, that's the A380s, and I think he said the 747s. But it just depends on how they go about all these things. Seriously, it really, really depends. And it depends on what the airline also wants. Do they want to continue? Do they want to use the aircraft? Are they fine? Because airline business is about making money to an extent. Yes, they want to carry persons from one destination to the other, but these companies are looking at ways they can make money. They are not just coming there to come and smile with people or joke with people. They need to make money. Like they need this thing. It needs to enter their hand. And so we too that are also looking at, oh, this aircraft, you need to look at the economics. does the aircraft, the kind of fuel that the aircraft carries, is it economical for the kind of passengers that they are going to be carrying now and for the destinations they are going to be moving in? Or will they be carrying a large aircraft, burning so much fuel, going to shorter destinations? It doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense. So I'm sure the airlines are counting their losses now and they are trying to re-strategize. Olumide, can I get contact? I want to apply to Ilori IAC. I needed help. Okay, I'm not in Ilori. I am actually an NCAT student. I'm not in Ilori. I'm doing my flight training in NCAT. And also, I've said it before, if you want to contact me, you can check for my email. I don't have any official contact to give. I don't have any official contact, basically. You can check for my email. Any messages you send, I'm going to see it and I'm going to respond appropriately. If you don't want to send an email, you can chat me up on Instagram. Still, all the links are just in the description of this video. It will really help you. You can send me an email. You can send me, I'm going to be doing an email list maybe before the end of next week. So guys, I'll just have your emails together in case I have any information, maybe admission forms, scholarships, or anything, so that I can quickly send. So I'm going to be doing like an email list for you guys. By God's grace, maybe next week I'm going to be working on that from now on, so you guys can have that. But you can send me an email basically, and also you can chat me up on Instagram. So that's how you can reach me for now. Classic Derek, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. Very important. Oh, side life with pilot Emire. Yeah, I also know pilot Emire. I think, where does he fly again? I really can't remember, but I know I follow him up on Instagram, and I think I also subscribe to his YouTube channel and all that. So these are, you need to really follow a lot of pilots on YouTube and on Instagram, because it will help you information wise on how to know about the aviation industry basically, because you need to know how to work your way through by watching the way other persons have done. Okay, he flies cargo. Wow, that means they are still flying, because he flies cargo, that means they will still be flying now. Ruth, I'm not going to forget my motivational notes today, especially for you, girl. Karen Ruth, especially for you. I won't forget that. Guys, don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. Okay, after getting my admission, can I just write to airlines and companies for sponsorship without advertising? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, because you never can tell. Some companies might advertise, some will not advertise. It depends on how bold you are. If you can take the bold step to like apply to them, I think it will really work for you. You don't have to like wait to say, okay, whether this company is like taking persons, then you wait and take. You don't have to do that. Just apply to any company that you feel or you trust. What's the worst they can say? The worst they can say is no, we are not ready to sponsor, or no, we are not ready to help you. That's the worst that can happen. Nothing worse than that. So it's not bad for you to have a trial of your own. Like, it's very important. Apply. Companies, persons, people that you feel that can help you, ask. The thing is that one thing about this aviation thing, you need to keep talking. You need to tell people, I want to become a pilot, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to go to flight school. Do you have anybody that you know can help me? Do you know how I can? You need to keep talking. They say a closed mouth is a closed destiny. Okay, maybe that will be my motivational note for today. I'm going to talk more about that at the end of this video, because I'm going to tell you ways that talking has actually helped me. You need to talk about it basically. So yeah, thank you Ruth for reminding me. That will be my motivational note for today. We'll talk more about that at the end of this video. Thank you so much. How to prepare for international airline tests? I think the best way you can airline test is to ask persons that have actually gone that path. Seriously, ask persons that have gone that path. If you ask persons that have gone that path, you will know how to maneuver in that path. So ask people that have written exams with that company or with that country or with that particular airline. Ask them, how did you go about it, ma? How did you go about it, sir? How did you put everything together? What can I do? What can I not do? Concerning airline interviews, there's a book there's a book somebody recommended to me concerning airline interviews, and I think I've gone through it a little, but I know it helps because a lot of persons talk about it, and that's that book, Ace the Pilot. Ace the Pilot, I think it will also help if you want to go for like airline interviews. But the basic thing that I think can really help is asking persons that have gone that way before. If you ask persons that have gone that path before, gone that way before, it's going to be easy, so that when you're going through that path, you know what to do, you know what to expect, you know how to go about it. Don't just go blindly. I keep telling people, going blindly will not help. Hi Vishal, just sit. Vishal, welcome on board, nice having you. Guys, don't forget, if you've not subscribed and you're new here, don't forget, give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that if we post anything, you'll be able to see. Today is a gist day, guys. It's just a gist day between two of us. Let's talk. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, subscribe. So guys, basically, as I was saying, okay, I was like, I'm going to talk about something before I kind of forget. And up training while at home quarantine. I don't really get that. And up training, I don't understand what up training is. But if you're asking if I'm training, basically you can't really do much at home. You can just maybe do chair flying once in a while. You can fly your simulator on your system. You can read books if you're still in ground school. You can basically just look for ways to like help yourself. Look for ways to help yourself. For becoming pilots in India, follow GCA India. Thank you so much. There was a guy actually asking a question. I think his name is All Factor. All Factor kind of asked a question concerning the fact that he's in India and he doesn't know how to go about scholarships and sponsorships and all that. And now you found a friend here. I'm so happy, guys. This is a very wonderful community. Somebody suggesting that you follow DGCA India. So I think you should follow DGCA India and you will know how to go about flight school process, aviation process, how you can do what you ought to do and all that. Follow GCA in D Delta Golf Charlie Alpha. Delta Golf Charlie Alpha, don't forget, follow that, Delta Golf Charlie Alpha India. It's very, very important. Not India the I, but the normal India as a country. Shegun Sanusi, can a commercial pilot work with the military or transfer to the military? Yes, a commercial pilot can transfer to the military, but you know that you can basically transfer from military to civil and from civil to military. You can actually transfer from civil to military and from military to civil. It just depends on how you want to go about it. Do you want to do short service? Like, you know, in Nigeria they do short service, they do the normal program. It just depends. But currently I heard that Air Force has a lot of pilots. I really don't know whether pilots are ever enough in the whole world, but I heard they have a lot of pilots. Okay, upset prevention and recovery training. Or upset. What is upset prevention and Sahi, please explain better. What's the upset prevention and recovery training? Let's get to know that. Olumide Gordon, where can I get my medicals done in Nigeria? The best places you can get medicals done in Nigeria, you can do it in Abuja, you can do it in Lagos, you can do it in Zaria. You can do it in, I think, Kanu. But what I'm going to say, check online for aviation medical personnel, aviation medical examiners. You're going to see them online, and you can call. I think their numbers too are there because I've actually checked that before, and it's online. Those that can give you medicals, those that can certify that you're medically fit for the aviation line. So you can just check for them. I'm talking about the persons in Nigeria and the doctors that are certified for the aviation as aviation medical examiner. So you can check for them. Then you can give them a call or look for any of the aeromedical centers. There's an aeromedical center in Zaria. I think there's an aeromedical center also in Lagos. I think there's also another one in Abuja. So it depends. You can do it in any of these places. You can do it in any of these places. Okay, somebody say. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get that message. There's a message I think I missed. Okay. Okay, guys. Hello. We are really talking about so much today. So much today. But I'm happy. The good thing is I'm happy to be here. It's for the airline pilots to just recover and improve their flying skills. Like after every 6 months, they have simulator sessions. Okay. I think maybe he's just replying to somebody else there. So the motivational note for today, and my motivational note for today is very simple. My motivational note for today is very simple and straight to the point. Just like I said at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about it. And this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, Shegun Sanusi, I saw your message. I saw your email. The only thing is that I have not made the findings that you actually require, and that's why I've not replied that email. Sorry about that. I'm going to try to make the findings and get back to you. I'm going to make the findings and get back to you. But guys, there's this thing I want to say, like my motivational note for today, so that we can end today's live stream. I'm so happy that I was here with you guys. I'm so happy for all the things we discussed. These are stirring up my mind, stirring up my spirit. Let me go and do a lot of research for you guys, know what's up, know how to like put things together. It's very important. So my motivational note is that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. And this, why I say a closed mouth is a closed destiny: if you don't talk about what you want, if you don't talk about what you want, if you don't talk about what you do, nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to know. For instance, if you're a kind of person that you do a particular business and you're so good at it and you don't talk about it, nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to ask you anything. Nobody's going to imagine. Now you want to do a course like aviation and you know it requires so much money, and you expect people to be asking you questions like, how far have you gone, where are you, have you bought the form? You expect people to be following you up for your own dream, for your own passion, for what you personally love to do. See, personally, when I started this journey of deciding to go to flight school, whenever I meet people and I'm discussing with them, especially important people, you know, you cannot just tell your dream to anybody, because if you start telling your dream to anybody, it's an open one's an open destiny. I like that. You can't just be telling your dreams to anybody, and this is why I say so. There are people you actually talk to and they kill it. They kill it totally. They tell you there that it's not possible. Forget about that. It's not going to work. Just fashy. Remove your mind from there and all that. But that's it. It doesn't make sense. You know, you don't want to be following those kind of persons. You want to follow people that are serious. So the best thing you can do is that whenever you meet people that are serious, people that you know that are actually hardworking, people that you know that can maybe likely offer you something. They might not show physically that they can offer you something, but they will show that there's this level of seriousness that you know those people have. Maybe your uncles, or maybe your aunties, maybe friends, maybe colleagues, maybe people you complete. Okay, you're asking me, please, did you complete university before going to NCAT? Yes, I did. Hi, Bruce. I saw your question. Hope you got my answer. I said yes, I completed my university before I went to NCAT. I finished my university. And I think I've done a video concerning my university story. Yeah, something like that. I've done a video too before concerning my university story. But if you want to know more about that, let me know in the comment sections so that I know what you particularly want to know about how to go about the process of the university, because I also wanted to add like university talks to this, but I don't think you guys will be really interested in that. But anyways, what I was saying is that when you meet people, it's important that you discuss with them, talk to them, tell them this is what you want to do. And the more they keep hearing it, if they have any suggestion, they'll tell you that, oh, they are selling that form, or oh, I heard that there's a scholarship, or oh, I heard that there's this, or oh, I think I've gathered in some money for you. But if you don't tell anybody, nobody's going to know. So just like Bruce rephrased, he was like, an open mouth is an open destiny. So it's as simple as short as that. If you open your mouth, you're going to get a result. But if you close your mouth, you might not get a result. And we really don't know how it's going to go. So the thing is, keep telling people, I want to do this. I want to do that. Do you know anywhere that I can find help? Do you know anybody that can give me information? Do you know how I can go about it? Because if you keep saying it, people will find ways of helping you. But if you don't say it, I really don't know how you want to get help. Seriously, that's my own thought. That's my own suggestion. And guys, you guys are being the best. If I say I want to start giving a shout out today, I don't know where we are going to finish this live stream. And I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your resources. I appreciate every single thing being with me on this channel, coming out every day by 5 p.m. for us to discuss, for us to talk about flying, aviation and all that. Like, you guys are the best. Yeah, I want to say that you guys are the best. And so I'm still going to meet you guys tomorrow. We are going to keep talking, and I'm suspecting maybe we're going to change the live stream time. I really don't know yet, but I'm going to be telling you any information. So if you've not clicked on the notification bell, do well to click on the notification bell, so that in case anything changes, in case we change the live stream to maybe the morning or to the afternoon or to the evening, whatever time, you will be available, and you will, we'll talk together, we'll chat together. Oh, I feel like sleeping on the chat, like we use on the discussion. I just feel like, chilling. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. We meet next time. Bye, guys.